Hello, thanks for joining us. Age is not just a number, it's got a lot to do with the oil and gas and every other thing that happens within the sector. It comes with a track record. SPDC is bringing this to bear on the relationship with NNPC to impact Nigeria's oil reserves, and while not relenting on the flow of the milk of human kindness, the corporation is highlighting one of such causes needing support. NNPC National Science Quiz Competition for 2019 at the zonal stage will tell you how it went and how it's going. We got fresh numbers from Petrol sales for June 2019. How are the prices falling? Welcome to the program. My name is Akin Agbejule. This is Oil and Gas Forum.
Very happy to be able to work with Mr. Melekari to his new office, richly deserved, and shows the lot of trust that has been placed in him by the government of Nigeria.
Welcome to the highlights. NNPC Shell to grow oil reserves even as the corporation pledges to lend more support to good causes. It's now the zonal stage of NNPC National Science Quiz for 2019, and the winner is, it's in the details. NBS says price of petrol falls by minus 1.8% year on year. Don't go away.
Well, for those out there, you can always make it on stage. You can always win. Just work hard, focus, and everything will come your way.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has expressed its readiness to continue to supply 10% of India's crude oil demand in the face of competing demand for the product from other countries. This commitment was made by the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Malam Melekari, during a visit by the Indian High Commissioner to Nigeria, His Excellency Abe Thakur. The GMD stated that Nigeria, through the corporation, would continue to support India's energy security, adding that the recent memorandum of understanding in the area of energy between Nigeria and India would be consummated to further strengthen the bilateral relations between the two countries.
We'll move it from talking to working, and that will come pretty soon, and we'll immediately start the engagement process to make sure that we materialize this in the shortest frame of time.
Earlier, the Indian High Commissioner to Nigeria, His Excellency Abe Thakur, thanked the management of the corporation for the recent renewal of the crude oil terms contracts for 3 Indian companies and sued for increment in the crude oil supply in view of the increasing energy needs of India.
The line of credit mechanism by India, where NNPC could be as an agency nominated by the government of Nigeria. So there are many other ways in which beyond a buyer-seller relationship, we can cooperate.
The Indian High Commissioner also congratulated Malam Kyari on his appointment as the Group Managing Director of NNPC, noting that the confidence placed in him was well considered for national interest.
The management of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, and its age-long partner, Shell Petroleum Development Company, have expressed resolve to grow existing business relationship aimed at growing the nation's crude oil reserves. Welcoming a high-level Shell delegation led by the Vice President of Shell Nigeria and Gabon, Mr. Peter Costello, to the NNPC towers, Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Malam Melekari, acknowledged the fact that Shell was its oldest and biggest partner in upstream operations and would continue to enhance the relationship for the benefit of the industry.
Clearly, as it relates to the Shell Group, is to deepen investment, grow production and reserves, and in the process of doing that, is also to entrench engagement of local companies and interests, so that overall we'll have a win-win for everybody.
Speaking earlier, on behalf of the Shell delegation, Osage Okumbo, Managing Director of SPDC and Chairman of Shell Companies in Nigeria, congratulated the NNPC GMD on his appointment while expressing confidence in his ability to steer the industry to enviable height.
We are particularly proud of the very strong stance you have taken on openness and transparency, which has to be the hallmark of our industry. Your very deep commitment to growing the pie in this industry.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Malam Melekari, has assured Nigerians that in the new task of turning the fortunes of the corporation for the better, his management team will not disappoint the nation. Kari disclosed this while receiving members of the Misau Emirate Council of Bauchi State at the NNPC Towers in Abuja. The GMD, who said he was honored by the high-profile delegation from the Emirate Council, noted that he was honored to take over the stewardship of the corporation from one of Misau's famous sons, Dr. Meikanti Kachala Baru.
A very illustrious son of Misau left this seat that I'm occupying. And I can tell you it's a very hot seat. Very difficult to fill the gap left by the son of Misau that left this place. So we're grappling to fit in.
Earlier in his remarks, the Emir of Misau, Alhaji Ahmed Suleiman, who was represented by the Chairman Misau, Alhaji Amadu, said they were at the NNPC Towers to felicitate with the GMD over his well-deserved appointment.
So we wish you good luck. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you later.
The Nigerian Union of Journalists NUJ has expressed delight with the pledge by the Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Malam Melekari, to enhance transparency and accountability in the operations of the National Oil Company. Speaking at a courtesy visit to the new NNPC GMD in Abuja, President of the NUJ, Comrade Chris Isiguzo, said he was impressed that Malam Kari did not only commit to maintaining the status quo, but pledged to take the level of reforms and openness inherited from his predecessor to higher levels.
One significant achievement of your immediate past predecessor was the fact that he freely opened the books of the NNPC. And I'm happy that at the point of assumption, you still reiterated your commitment to ensure that transparency remains the order of the day.
Welcoming the NUJ president and his delegation to the NNPC Towers, Malam Kari acknowledged the vital watchdog role of the Nigerian media while restating his commitment to enhanced transparency and workable partnership with the press.
I assure you, just like we mentioned during our inaugural engagements, that we'll maintain this attitude of becoming more transparent to our citizens. We'll be accountable.
In line with its corporate social responsibility policy, the NNPC has vowed to continue its support for good causes across the country, especially those aimed at assisting children to become responsible citizens in the future. Former Group Managing Director of the corporation, Dr. Meikanti Baru, disclosed this during a visit to the Learning Center of the Northeast Children's Trust, NECT, in Maiduguri, Borno State, along with its successor, Malam Melekolo Kari.
We undertook to say that we will support all the things that are to do with modern education in this school. And of course, there are proposals to equip the laboratories, to do the e-library, to do the solar power supply to this, and also build some blocks of classroom.
He commended Vice President Yemi Oshibajo for conceiving the project to provide an all-in-one home and school facility for children orphaned by the Boko Haram insurgency in order for them to be trained to become useful members of the society. In her remarks, the head of strategy for the NECT, Dupe Kila Kafi Dipe, said the aim of the project was to give hope to the vulnerable children affected by the insurgency in the Northeast.
The NNPC group, they're actually funding our laboratories 100%, physics, chemistry, biology, home economics, and and the ICT laboratories are sponsored by the NNPC.
Other highlights of the visit include cultural displays and presentation of local carbs and perfume made by the students, as well as smoked fish harvested from the school farm to Baru and the GMD, Mele Kyari.
Winning the competition, there was the obvious monetary benefits and the scholarship, per year throughout my university education. But much more than that financial benefit was the, benefit that came with the aura of winning the competition. The competitive spirits, working with different people and just, pushing myself to the edge, knowing that I could be better, I could, answer those questions correctly. Having to work as a team with other teammates within, a very limited amount of time to give specific answers that were correct to the judges.
NNPC. We touch your lives in many positive ways.
The zonal stage of the NNPC Annual National Science Quiz Competition for 2019 has rounded off with Ogun State emerging tops in the score chart. Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division Ndu Amadu disclosed that the representative of Ogun State at the Southwest Zonal Competition, Ojo Samuel, scored 70, which is the highest score among the finalists that emerged from the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. The 2 other finalists from the Southwest Zone, Aliu Kayode and Akintade Abdullah, are the representatives of Lagos and Osun states who scored 60 and 55, respectively.
NNPC from the onset, we want to catch the young very early and to be able to build and inculcate in them a kind of sense of belonging, and that's why NNPC has come out of Abuja to go to all the local government.
According to Ugamadu, a total of 18 students emerged at the zonal leg of the competition, which held in Owerri Southeast, Uyo South-South, Bauchi Northeast, Mina North-Central, Katsina Northwest, and Oshogbo Southwest as part of the preparations for the 2019 edition of the competition. Utibia Basi, representing Akwa Ibom State, emerged first position in the South-South zone with a score of 60 points, while Osayawe Odua and Okogbeni Williams of Bayelsa and Edo States respectively scored 55 points apiece to emerge second.
The corporation's intervention in the educational sector is its most important CSR activity, and the NNPC National Science Quiz Competition.
In the Southeast Zone, the representatives of Ebonyi and Imo States, Mbazu Chinonso and Ozuzu Adeze, scored 55 points each to emerge first, while Nwachuku Ugochukwu, representing Abia State, came third with 50 points.
NNPC since 2000 initiated this program to help the students, prepare them for their exams, and then at the end of the day, we give the best of them scholarship.
The Northeast Zone saw Yusuf Ibrahim from Bauchi State emerge first position with a score of 60 points, while Nazifa Musa from Taraba State and Abdul El Kanem from Borno State scored 45 and 40 points respectively to emerge second and third positions. The representative of Kogi State, Abdullahi Omachonu, emerged first with 60 points in the North Central Zone, while the representatives of Benue and FCT Abuja, Egbiba Chetachuku and Aimofume Esiobome tied at second position with 55 points apiece.
We collaborate with the Ministry of Education, the federal government, and then to reach out to those that we can reach out. And then since it's a yearly exercise, you find out that every year we give scholarship to the winners.
In the Northwest, Bashir al-Bashir from Kaduna State scored 45 points to emerge first, while Salisu Bunza of Kebbi State scored 40, and Osage Jeremiah from Sokoto State scored 35 points to emerge second and third positions, respectively.
NNPC understands the value of education in the growth and development of any society. Furthermore, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education, which is what the NNPC National Science Competition encourages.
The 18 finalists will represent their various geopolitical zones at the grand finale of the competition, scheduled to hold in September 2019. The competition is set up as a core element of NNPC Corporate Social Responsibility CSR package to promote science education in the country, prepare students for promotional and qualifying examinations, and build friendship among the participating students. Other objectives include to develop students' competitive spirit, to break down long-held stereotypes and engender a better sense of national being in participating students and provide a platform for enlightening the students and the public on the activities of NNPC. The National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, has stated that the average price paid by consumers for premium motor spirit petrol decreased by -1.8% year-on-year and increased by 0.2% month-on-month to 145 naira 4 kobo in June 2019 from 145 naira in May 2019. The Bureau, in its June 2019 price watch, noted that states with the lowest average price of petrol were Abuja with 144 naira 20 kobo, Katsina 144 naira 13 kobo, and Benue 144 naira, adding that state with the highest average price of petrol were Kogi with 147 naira 91 kobo, Kebbi 146 naira 43 kobo, and Bayelsa 146 naira 25 kobo. It said statistics showed that state with the lowest average price per litre of kerosene were Kwara with 254 naira 17 kobo, Abuja 250 naira, and Benue 249 naira 83 kobo. States with the highest average price per litre of kerosene were Anambra with 381 naira 25 kobo, Abia, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom with 356 naira 67 kobo, and Enugu with 352 naira 78 kobo. Similarly, average price per gallon paid by consumers for kerosene increased by 0.49% month-on-month and 21.13% year-on-year to 1,216 naira 53 kobo in June 2019 from 1,210 naira 56 kobo in May 2019. States with the lowest average price per gallon of kerosene were Abuja with 1,037 naira 50 kobo, Akwa Ibom 1,024 naira 44 kobo, and Bayelsa 995 naira 45 kobo.
Hello and welcome to the feedback segment of the program. My name is Julia Auta. Cross-border smuggling of petroleum products pose a lot of dangers to the efficient distribution and supply of white products. It is against this background that our roving camera on the street sought to bring to the front burner the dangers of this menace.
Refined products used in Nigeria now are being imported. So when you cross over what is meant to be consumed internally to another economy, relatively you are sabotaging the economy.
The danger rather is with the masses. It goes a long way because most times where you're supposed to go for 10 naira, you go there for 20 naira because of fuel scarcity and all that. I think it has lots to do with the masses.
When they are smuggled without the right institutions, in place, I believe that it affects our national revenue.
If a few people could export Nigerian products illegally without bringing the proceeds back to the country's coffers is a criminal offense.
What I can say to the NNPC is they have to increase the security rates. If they know all the channels in which this product is being taken out of, they should try and do something to prevent the smugglers from taking it out of the country.
If they take it outside our shores, they can sell it even more than what it is being sold there. So they will make more money. And by that doing, scarcity will come in.
Lots of revenue to the government because the money that is coming to the coffers of the government won't be coming there.
The NNPC is concerned that until and unless cross-border smuggling of petroleum products is brought under control, the economy will continue to be shortchanged. And this is our package on this segment for today. Stay with us for other segments of the program. Hello, thank you for joining us on this segment of the program. My name is Tola Bobuade. Did you know that the current management of NNPC under Malam Mele Kolo Kyari would particularly focus on the growth of the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company, NPDC, and to make it among the top 3 crude oil producing companies in the country? The strategic aspiration of NNPC is to open
open the domestic market further to support improved power generation and the growth of gas-based industries. Did you know that the NNPC will be ready to partner and support stakeholders along the power value chain to guarantee improved power generation and transmission and also boost industrial growth? NNPC will seek to exploit the untapped opportunities in renewable energy value chain to promote investment diversification in clean energy under the new dispensation. Did you know that the NNPC under Malam Kyari would broaden involvement in the Open Government Partnership (OGP) commitments of the Federation in order to further elevate citizens' participation in the business of the National Oil Company? Quite informative, I hope. Please sit back and enjoy the rest of the program.
Hello and welcome to Global Crude Oil Outlook. Oil prices rose about 1% after Iran said it had seized a foreign oil tanker in the Gulf amid rising tensions between Tehran and the West over the safety of shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, a vital gateway for energy exports. Brent crude futures were up 48 cents at $64.14 per barrel after hitting a session high of $64.46. U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude futures were up 33 cents at $57.11 after the U.S. benchmark hit a session high of $57.32. Iran said the vessel, which it did not identify, was smuggling fuel and had been carrying 1 million liters or around 6,200 barrels. Iran said the vessel impounded was the same one it towed on Sunday after the ship had sent a distress call. U.S. officials said on Wednesday they were unsure whether an oil tanker towed into Iranian waters had been seized or rescued. Britain urged Iran to ease tension in the Gulf while pledging to defend its shipping interests in the region. Data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration (EIA) showed a larger than expected drawdown in crude stockpiles last week, but traders focused instead on large builds in refined product inventories. U.S. crude inventories fell by 3.1 million barrels, the EIA said, more than analysts forecast for a decrease of 2.7 million barrels. And that's about the size of crude oil outlook on this edition of the program. My name is Solomon Yopave.
Let me start my comments by truly congratulating Mala Nele Kolokari on his appointment as the Group Managing Director of the NNPC. For him to take this bold decision with coming here with his team says volume of the kind of leadership that we are about to witness in the management.
John, what is this? This is oil well. Oil well? This is what the Ghanaians called black gold. There is plenty money in this business. By this time tomorrow, I'm going to buy a brand new jeep. Jeep? Next month, I'm going to buy a whole house. House? Yes. You need to show me the way. Show us the way. You mean you want to be rich? Oh, yes. You want to level up? Oh, yes. You see, the ones there, let's go and pack it. And after that, I will take you there. Let's go. Hello? Oga? So, sir, these people have started their operation again. Abeg, send me 5 battalion FG guys. Thank you, sir. So, sir, you can buy everything you want to buy. I will buy a shop. You are under arrest. Your hand on your head. If you move, I move you. Let me warn you all. Anybody or community that is involved in vandalization of our oil pipeline will face the wrath of the law. NNPC, we touch your lives in many positive ways.
That's been Oil and Gas Forum for this week. Much that time would allow us to bring to you. Expect more stories as the quiz develops. Enjoy your week ahead.